next item on the agenda, or the next items on the agenda. Thank you very much. Recess. the next item of the agenda, which is the business session, and that is the nomination and election of officers for the APIL 2026-2027 term. Traditionally, there is like an agreement amongst the different, members of APIL. As you know, right now, I currently hold the APIL president position from the Northern Mariana Islands. We have Vice President Uai from the Republic of Kiribati. Our current secretary is he's a Senator Victor Bamut from YAP, and our current treasurer is from the state of Hawaii. Now, traditionally, in those positions, everything moves up, right? So the treasurer would become the secretary. If there is an agreement, of course, this will be up for discussion when we rise back to the General Assembly. And then the secretary will become the vice, and the vice will become the president, based on the country, the island country. You guys understand, right? Okay. I'm just going to throw this recommendation out, and we can discuss this while we're on recess, but Hawaii hasn't been actively communicating or participating, and they hold right now the treasurer position. So my suggestion, because right after Hawaii, who currently holds the treasurer position, is the Republic of Palau. Okay? So I am suggesting that instead of Hawaii moving up to secretary, we give that honor and privilege to our brothers and sisters from the Republic of Palau. And after Palau is the Republic of the Marshall Islands. But because I'm just, again, it's up for discussion. I'm suggesting instead of Hawaii moving up, we'll give Palau, who was next in line under Hawaii, to go up to the secretary, and RMI to the treasurer position. And that will be, again, under recess. We can discuss that. But that's I'm just putting that out there. Okay, so if there's any discussion, we're still under recess, please raise your hand and you'll be recognized. Walden, if you'd like to chime in too as well. Yeah, just let me know. And
that was the last meeting he attended. I've communicated through staff and him, and seems like they have no interest in joining us at the last two meetings. So, and they haven't paid their dues either. So, yeah, if this is something I explained to our president and see how the members will take action on that. Thank you.
Ponpe? Yeah.
Thank you. My respect to you, Honorable President, Vice President, Honorable Directors. Since Secretary mentioned that they hasn't been participating since Palau, that's like what, 4 or 5 years ago, and they haven't been paying their due. I don't think, well, I personally believe that Palau should be elevated, and we should really consider if Hawaii is serious in participating in this APIO. If we move Hawaii up, one can guarantee that they will be paying their due and they'll show up for the next APIO meeting. I strongly suggest that we consider, just putting them on the side.
Why?
Yes, as far as officers, they can remain a member of APIO until we fully know if they still want to be part of it or not. But as far as officers, I believe we should set them aside and move up the other countries that are in line. Thank you. That's Punpei's thought on this.
Thank you. Palau, reckon.
Yes, Mr. President, I think the last assembly that we had in CNMI, we amended the bylaws that there should be, if the members become inactive for a number of years, I think it's 2 years, then we can put the name on the side. And if you want to come back in, they pay the entrance fee and then pay the dues and come join again. So I think that's on the rules. So if you're missing for 2 years, I think that they should be on the waiting list or on the side list. Thank you, President.
Yeah, thank you. So, we also amended, right, that the Board of Directors meeting and the GA would be held at one location, one schedule, right? So if we're going to look at the 2-year mark for Hawaii, that'll be in October of this year. But our election is this afternoon. So even though I think I know we amended the bylaws, but I think, and the councils could probably correct me if I'm wrong, or the support staff, when action is necessary to be taken to continue to move this body forward, I think we can take it, and we should. Unless someone can tell me otherwise. Pompey?
Mr. President, very good afternoon to you, distinguished colleagues. I think you said it earlier, and Bombay has reiterated that Palau and Marshall should move. I think we should proceed with that. That's my thinking. Support the Vice of our Speaker. Thank you.
To the other members of APIL, Kiribati or Chuk, you have any you want to add to the discussion before we rise back to session, or you want to share any of your thoughts on this? Okay, I thought so too, because if you're going to object to the Vice President going up, I think we should just adjourn this meeting right now. But with no objection, it looks like there's going to be no objection. Maybe we'll take the next couple of minutes, or Walden, maybe you can share your opinion on this, and we can have the two island countries, referring to the Republic of Palau and Republic of the Marshall Islands, to decide who in their board or delegates will be nominated to take the position, or do we just nominate and elect the island country?
It's usually the nomination of one individual representing that entity. But they have to be part of the board members.
They have to be a board member.
Yeah. board member.
Okay. All right, so we'll give a few minutes and RMI and Palau, maybe you can discuss amongst yourselves. And then when we get right back, we'll just go ahead and have someone, just to set the record straight, nominate our vice president for the, yes, RMI.
Mr. President, there is nothing to discuss from RMI. At the moment, there is only one director here. I'm a proxy, and he is in training. So there is only one director here. So it's obvious who's going to be our nomination from RMI. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. In training. Palau, recognize.
Thank you, President. We would probably echo the same sentiments from the delegation from the Marshall Islands.
How many trainees do you have?
There's,
No, just kidding.
there's only one board of directors here,
Okay.
and the rest of us are designees, if you will, for people who are unable to attend. Thank
Okay.
you. The Honorable Gray Marior.
Okay.
Thank you, President.
Thank you. And then with YAP, we'll just go ahead and just Victor, or we'll just move up Victor. Then that'll leave it open for YAP to, yeah. All right, so are we good with that? Okay. Speak now or forever hold your peace for the next year. I mean, of course, we'll put your names and you'll get elected, but what happens when you go back to your home country? That'll be, your entity's a business. Okay? All right, so are we ready to rise back? We're ready? All right, Mr. Vice President, we're ready? Okay, we'll rise back to our General Assembly. Before we went on recess, we completed the part of our agenda regarding the discussions and actions on all GA resolutions for this 43rd GA. We now move down to the business session, and that is the nomination and election of officers for the APIL 2026 to 2027 term. And we will now start with the position of treasurer. Can I get a nomination? Recognize RMI.
RMI nominate Director Wilbur Heine.
All right, there's a nomination for Director Wilbur Heine. Okay, and it has been seconded. Any other nominations? Okay, there's a motion to close. Can I get a second on that? Okay, second. I guess that ends the debate. Just for the record, all in favor for the nomination or election of Director Wilbur Heine to the office of the Treasurer, please say aye. All opposed, please say nay. The ayes have it. Oh, there you go. That's the celebration. Congratulations, Director Heine, and RMI to the Treasurer position. That was perfect. Is that? Oh, not enough. Not enough. David, are you pressing? Is that your rent-a-car? All right, thank you and congratulations, RMI. We'll now move up to the office of the APIL Secretary. Can I get a nomination? Recognize Palau, yes.
Palau delegation nominates the Honorable Garay Mario, Director.
All right, there's a nomination for Director Kerai Marior, and it's been seconded. Any discussions?
Close debate.
Okay, motion to close and has been seconded. All right, that ends the debate. All in favor for the nomination and election to the office of APIL Secretary for Director Kerai Marior, please say aye. All opposed, please say nay. The ayes have it. Congratulations, Republic of Palau. Congratulations. Palau, you didn't have any, they have the horn. You guys, congratulations. Yeah. And we now move up to the office of the APIL Vice President. Can I get a nomination? Yanamai?
I would like to nominate Victor Bamok.
Okay, there's been a nomination for Senator Victor Bamok, and it has been seconded to the office of Vice President. Any discussions? Okay, move to close, and it has been seconded. Okay. All in favor for the nomination and election to the APIL Vice President office position for Victor Bamok, please say aye. All opposed, please say nay. The ayes have it. Congratulations, Yep, and congratulations to Director Victor Bamok. And now for the big position. You know what? I'm still going to hold it. Never mind. We'll just count off. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. And now for the APIO Office of the President, I'd like to get a nomination. I recognize Kiribati.
Kiribati nominates Honorable Deboy Waifu, President.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. There's been a nomination for our current Vice President, Wai, and it has been seconded. Any discussions?
Close nomination.
Okay, there's a motion to close. Been seconded. Okay, and with that, all in favor, please say aye. All opposed, please say nay. The ayes have it. Congratulations, President-elect. The office of the presidency. So there you have it. Those are the current officers. And before we move to the next item of the agenda, I just want to say, like we say back home, Undongkulu na si Zeus Moasi, Kiriso Tuma, for the opportunity, the honor, and the privilege to serve with all of you. I first got into office in 2010, and I remember my late staff always emphasizing the importance of the APIL. I was not able to make the 2010 meeting. Where was that held? Do you remember, Secretariat? 2010? Cosray? No? Okay, anyways, but then I made it a point that I would attend the following year in 2011, and that was my first. I wasn't a board of director, I wasn't a delegate, but I went there to support the CNMI, and that was in Palau in 2011. It really was an eye-opener, and I don't regret taking that opportunity to actually attend and be a part of at least helping the CNMI delegation in terms of resolutions and all that. From there, I attended the 2011, which was, the CNMI hosted. Oh, no, wait, 2012, sorry, because 2011, 2012, the CNMI hosted the GA. And then 2013, Hawaii hosted the GA. After that, I just couldn't commit. My schedule was not permitting me to attend the APIL until my first term as Speaker of the House. Rep. Danita I appointed her as our rep from the House of Representatives back home, and in that Board of Directors meeting under that agenda. And I also got communication from Walden, saying please accept the vice president, because CNMI was up for vice president. And so I made my return to the APIO in October 2023 when Chuk hosted the General Assembly, and that's where I was sworn in as the vice president. I was nervous because I was thinking, okay, I'll come and support Team CNMI again, and also the cause, right? The efforts of APIL, and then I come back as a vice president. Then later on in February 2024 was my first ever Board of Directors meeting to attend. And my main goal was to go there and, okay, I've attended a couple of General Assemblies. This is going to be my first Board of Directors meeting. I'm going to sit back and observe. And then about an hour before the meeting starts, Walden comes to me and he goes, yeah, you're presiding over this meeting. So I was really nervous, to say the least, but with the working relationship that I developed with all of you, those that were members and current members, you've made this all very pleasurable, very not as challenging as it probably would have been if we didn't work together. And I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate that. If there's anything I'd like to reflect on under this term as a president, is how we were able to actually now make distinguish between the Board of Directors meeting and the General Assembly. I remember presiding over the Board of Directors meeting in Yap, and since then, and then even in Palau, there's always, new members that were coming in. We're like, Mr. President, what's the difference? We adopt resolutions in the Board of Directors meeting, and then we adopt resolutions in the GA. So what's the, what's the difference? And so we were able to look into that, and also a lot of concerns brought up about getting our finances audited, amending the bylaws and trying to stick to the bylaws, and also to try to maximize with the funding that the APIL gets to continue to further the cause and improve and develop on our efforts for our blue continent. That's the one thing I'd like to probably remember the most, and it wouldn't have been possible without all your help and all the work that we've done together. So round of applause for all of you, and I honestly appreciate it. I'm gonna miss you all. I'll do my best to participate if the time permits in any future APIL functions. And if I'm not able to, just know that the CNMI shores are always open, and we'll try to get more than the United Airlines canoe to allow you guys to come and visit our shores. But, just know that the CNMI is also home to all of you, and you're always welcome. So again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much, and I wish you all well. I wish the APIO well, and I wish all your entities well. I know we're facing a lot of challenges, but even though we're living on different islands, like they say, no man is an island. We'll continue to work together, whether through the APIL level or our executive level, and also our partners throughout the world, because it's through working together that I believe we can succeed. So once again, thank you all. All right, next item on the agenda, we did discuss this, the Board of Directors and the APIL 44th General Assembly and 67 Board of Directors meeting will be held in Pohnpei. And once again, Pohnpei, Kalangan, thank you very much for, uh, for stepping up to host our next Board of Directors and General Assembly. Members, just be on the lookout. I know as the time moves forward, Pohnpei will be communicating with our Secretariat as to the theme and the schedule and everything else related to hosting the General Assembly. Those communications will be coming down the pipeline as we get closer to the next meeting date. Okay? Pohnpei, did you want to say something? Recognize?
Thank you, Honorable President, former President. I'd like to, on behalf, before I say anything about the hosting of APIL next year in Pohnpei, I would like to congratulate the new president and also congratulate you, Honorable Edmond La Gomez. If there is a Hall of Fame of former president, surely you'll be one of those that is inducted and should be inducted. Thank you very much for your service. I'm also like you, I'm not a director before, but I'm also trying to join all the APIL. Ever since you became a president, seen you always attended all the Board of Directors meeting and all the generals. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you very much. Thank you very much. With that said, Pohnpei has honorably accepted to host the APIL in Pohnpei. Thank you very much for giving the opportunity to host you. And we look forward to welcoming you and receiving you in June of next year, 2027. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Pohnpei. We'll now move down to the final part of our agenda, and that is the adjournment. And before we do, I just want to announce at the request of our host country that after this, after we adjourn, we're going to do our gift exchange here because they have a lineup of beautiful performances for us to enjoy this evening at the farewell reception. Okay? All right, so we now move down to adjournment, and can I get a motion? Yeah, recognize RMI, yes?
Mr. President, I apologize for holding the meeting a little bit longer than we would have wanted to, but I think it's just right that I say a little bit as being newly elected. But I don't know if my nomination is official because this guy is not officially a member of Board of Directors, but he nominated me. So I'm not sure if I'm officially elected or not. Anyway, I'm just kidding, but Mr. President, I'd like to congratulate you on your for your service as capacity as a president. I've learned a lot from your leadership. I'm also new to APIL and also in the leadership role as a treasurer for an important organization. I have a lot to learn in this capacity, and I will look forward to all of you for your guidance and your working together and advices along the way. I'd like to congratulate the new president of our organization. Welcome on board, and I know you will lead us equally as smooth as possible as we all can. I agree with the president that working together is the only way that we can move our organization forward. So once again, I'd like to thank every one of the directors and you, Mr. President, and the incoming president for your service to our region and our cause. Thank you.
Test. All right, so can I get a motion for adjournment? No, not yet, okay. Surprising. I know I mentioned all of you board of directors and delegates in training, but a lot of the work we do, of course, is not possible without our staff on the CNMI side. Since I returned back to the APIL, I'd like to recognize Ms. Claire and Ms. Jolin, our former legal counsel, Joe Tyron, who's not here with us and who's working in Guam now, and also our Senate legal counsel, who from time to time would join Joe Bermudez as well, along with some of the staff that have followed in the past, and my colleagues too as well, and also all your colleagues that have come to support your entity, and also the support staff that you've brought with you, from your legal counsels to the other staffers. Just know that your work is greatly appreciated, and that's an understatement. We are here because of all of you, so thank you again. Okay, so again, let's try again. Any motion to adjourn? Okay, there is a motion, and it has been seconded with the microphone off, but I heard that. Any discussions? Ready? Okay. All in favor to adjourn, please say aye. All opposed, please say nay. The ayes have it. This adjourns our 43rd General Assembly here in Christmas Island. Thank you. All right, since we're gonna do our gift exchange, I'm gonna go ahead and do we have an MC for this event? And may I ask, this is already off the record?